Now to a story that could only happen in our digital age. It begins with a mobile phone lost in a bar in New York, which travels all the way to China, and ends with the American guy who lost his phone meeting the Chinese man who ended up with it. BuzzFeed writer Matt Stopera in New York wrote a story about it after he discovered mysterious photos appearing on his iPhone's photo stream, only to find out that his story became a viral sensation in China. And users on Weibo, a Chinese social media site, found the man who ended up with his lost phone in the Chinese city of Meizhou. Well, that very joins me now from New York. Matt, great to have you with us on Newsday. What an amazing experience, losing your phone and finding it halfway around the world and gaining a friend for life in Lee, Brother Orange Honjun.
It's completely insane, and it sounds made up, and you couldn't even make up this story. It's so insane and far-fetched. I can't even believe it.
And it's all because of social media that you are now a celebrity in China.
That's the craziest part. The Chinese internet is very, very powerful. I mean, there's 1.4 billion people there, and, you know, if they want to find someone, they'll find him in a second. And, you know, if they want to decide that someone's famous, then they're going to be famous. And that's what happened to me, and it's very, very, very strange.
Very, very strange indeed. But when you met Lee Hongjun, your brother Orange, at the airport, it was like you were made for each other. A brother in New York and a brother in Guangdong province. Just looking at your videos online, you had so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea what was going to happen, period. I canceled all of my hotel reservations the night before and just went into the experience completely blind. And I go to the airport and Brother Orange is there, and it's a scene out of, you know, I felt like Britney Spears coming to a country for the first time. It was totally bizarre, and I was swarmed by cameras, and we just had this most incredible tour, and he showed me, you know, the city of Meizhou and his hometown Wuhua, and it was just a crazy, it was magical. It was like a fairy tale. It was really out of this world.
A fairy tale story indeed, the 10-day whirlwind tour to China. And of course, one of the greatest experiences you had during the trip was a mud bath with your brother Orange.
So the whole entire time we're being followed around by kind of like a press pool, basically. There was a bus full of just cameras that followed us everywhere we went, and one of the stops that we made was at a resort that did mud baths. So it's me and Brother Orange taking a mud bath together, and, you know, 25 people just taking pictures of us, and it was just the most bizarre thing ever. Meanwhile, you have to understand this whole thing. I don't speak a word of Chinese, and Brother Orange doesn't speak a word of English, so our communication was always pretty interesting.
Indeed. Briefly, any plans for Brother Orange to visit New York?
Yeah, 100% Brother Orange. I was just FaceTiming with him today. I mean, 2015 is amazing. The fact that I can talk to this man on the other side of the world and we don't even speak the same language, it's incredible. And he has his passport, and now he's just working on getting his visa to get over here. But I'm very, very, very excited to kind of show him my world.
All right, Brother Orange, thank you so much for joining us. Matt Stopera joining us from New York.
Power of social media, who would have thought? Well, there's another story